Sports Video Group is in New York City at our Sports Content Management and Storage Forum. Brandon Costa reporting for SVG. We have the pleasure now to be joined by Sarah Semlear from Vox Media. Sarah, thanks so much for being here. It's great to meet you. I hope you enjoyed your time here today.
No, I did. I definitely did. It was very populated today, so as you can hear from the background, it's like there was a good turnout.
Yeah, good buzz here today. This event for a long time has always kind of tackled storage and asset management issues for long-time legacy linear television networks, sports leagues. For a digitally native company like Vox Media that's still dealing with loads of content, how are the challenges different, and how would you say that your job focuses on things like just managing assets and storing things?
Yeah, so one of the bigger challenges is explaining to folks what we do and how it's different and how we don't need that legacy content ingest, and really giving them our list of requirements in a smart way that's going to allow them to give us the best product that they have, right? So really being clear in your requirements and clear in who we are and what we're doing. I think especially with Vice being so big in the world now too, there is more of an understanding of who we are and what we do now. But also we do everything, right? We do OTT, we do broadcast, we do short form, we do long form, we do everything. So we need to accommodate for every single kind of workflow that you can think of, which is a totally new problem. That it used to be, okay, I'm a post-production house, I'm a finishing house, I'm a big broadcast network. You only had to solve for 3 problems instead of 10. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges that we're up against.
And in the digital media world, it's just like it's a beast that can't be fed. It's like, for a long time, it's like you're a newspaper person. I had X number of pages to fill. I'm a TV producer. I have an hour to fill. Digital media world, you can just create content till you pass out.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things with Netflix, right, is they're like, okay, well, we could make it a standard 30-minute show, or we could do a different length every time, So it's really just, with the Netflix thing, too, and us starting to produce for Netflix now, it's with our Explainer series. Yeah. It's finding that standardization as well. How do we want to format how we're talking about things?
Sure. So, as a first-timer at this event, any key takeaways, or maybe someone who wasn't at this conference, something that you're going to go back to the office with that you learned?
So second time, actually.
Oh, second, sorry.
Oh, yeah. So second time, I think I always very much enjoy coming to these conferences because you do inevitably learn things, It's not just from the talks, it's not just from the actual panels and the speakers, it's from talking to your colleagues, right? You get to speak with people who, and hash things out. The big topic right now, of course, is machine learning. I mean, it's a huge thing right now. But the real question is, how do we use it? It's this thing, but it's not a magic thing that you can just sprinkle on something and then you fix a whole bunch of your metadata issues. You have to build these policies and these learnings and really find a way to leverage it and make it work for you. So I think it's the same thing as anything else, right? You have to have a proof of concept for it. You have to have a list of requirements of I want it to do X, Y, and Z, and here's how I implement it. And I was actually talking to one of my colleagues too about but wait, how would you actually do that? What is the best way to do that? Is it on-prem? Does anyone do on-prem yet? But how do you hook it up to your database? And so it's I think that's one of the more interesting things when you get a bunch of people in the same room and you're talking about this stuff, you can nerd out so hard.
It's fun that you're other people can geek out about this stuff too. It's great. All right. Well, Sarah, thanks so much for being here, sharing your expertise with us. It's great to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. For more Sports Video Group's coverage of our Sports Content Management and Storage Forum, you can visit us online at sportsvideo.org.